The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Let's talk about Alabama. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Miller with the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Inside the 45. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw it. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about. So you can...
Touchdown, Bama! Nice catching, good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The discussion raged around Alabama last year. A very difficult schedule, whether they should have been included in the 12-team playoff. But if you want to make that field, not only can you not lose to a subpar Oklahoma team, you can't get housed the way the Tide did in that one.
They did give it to him, and Jackson Arnold just scored again. I mean, it was incredible last year. Oklahoma couldn't score for the majority of the season, but on that night, Palmer, they did what they needed to do and kept the Crimson Tide out of the playoffs.
And I think people were so surprised at the lack of any energy or pulse Alabama had on offense. Jalen Milroe, for much of the season, was a Heisman hopeful. He had easily the worst game of his career in that one. So this time around, for Alabama to have any shot, they've got to be better on offense.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
I mean, that's a great job by this defense, using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a fourth down.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Ott. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Ott. He'll toss it. Got the first down and more. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. But they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Mateer. Right down the middle. He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this.
Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. The extra point here would tie the game. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Young. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Direct snap. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They try to get it outside on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push the guy backwards and make some holes?
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll leave it with him. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. territory. The offense still on the field. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Oklahoma.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Under fire. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. To throw, it's Mateer. Gets away from one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass. Under fire. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Running to Green. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Number 1.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's the handoff. He's in open space downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throws to the back. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The play action fake. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half on the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air, it's Mateer. Gets it out quickly. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks and runs through another one. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They're going to ride this running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. The running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Going to swing it on second down. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. On the run, it's Ott. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's fourth down and 1. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Oklahoma.
The Sooners will go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now. And
there he goes. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
On the run, it's Ott. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they're dragging down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field, you get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to run it. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it, and they had him double covered that time.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown time. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kansas State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Manhattan for some time. They're up by 18 over Wisconsin. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes. It just never developed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage. And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And you want that clock to run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll try the left side. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. He's taking a deep shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, you knew you were we're going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Unloads to the wideout. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to fire on second down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.